Oh yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. That's what's up. That's nice.
That does look nice. Now you're a dom.
Ah. TheDom.com.
You were a beta before, now you're a dom.
Nice.
Free the dumb. Alright, what are you guys up to in the chat? Weathercat's keeping up, you're the man. Alright. So you're lucky, that was the last glitter one.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Good looking out. Yeah, I'll figure something out. I got something in there. Wait 1 second. There you go.
I had seen your, after you fixed your back window, did you do it?
Alright, so we got Kevin a fruiting sticker. Tissue for the Hey Kevin.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Need some flair on your car.
I know, I'm ready for it. Put it off for so long.
I saw your cord.
Oh, the cord, yeah.
Where'd you get that attachment for your gimbal that you got it screwed into? Did that come with your tripod?
This one?
Yeah.
Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon special.
Okay. Then
It's like-
you can tripod it up even further if you extend this.
Yeah. And then this, I like this tripod, even though it's a cheaper one. It has this. It's almost like a selfie stick.
Oh yeah.
So then I can have these attachments here.
Yeah.
But these are for lights right now. It's like a universal attachment though, but I've got some LED lights. Oops.
Yeah, he handed it to me because he had to do something, and I had almost multiple meetings.
Holding that up. Did you?
Yes, and you, before the meeting, walking around and trying to talk to people, you're trying to have something interesting on the live stream instead of just
Yeah. Can be a task, like
Welcome to the world.
say
man.
something. Like, what to say something? What am I gonna say? I just gotta say something, but it should be interesting.
I
Right.
try to stay on topic. Like right now, I just highlighted the WHO petition. All right, they need like 100 or I think it's 65,000 votes, and they're at like 54,000 right now. I try to stay on track, so we have things to talk about with all this comedy. But like right now, we're gonna be highlighting speakers. Yeah, I wrinkled mine too a little bit here, Kevin.
You
This
did.
is the one I was talking about. That the wind took it and it just stuck right where it was. But it's pretty. There's shimmers.
Shiny.
And you know that's all like, well, Karen Reed made these decals, but that's all original to things that I say in my channel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like Let Friend Rain, and then my emojis like paper house people, like my little red flag handkerchief. I clouds. She put Lady Liberty holding emojis.
Nice.
So,
And doing a thumbs up.
that one's near and dear to my heart.
Yes. That's great.
What this says? Are you bilingual?
Well, no, but I know a few words, so that's probably trying to think of some similar words to figure out what those are. I'm guessing that's people just because of context. But no, okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
So it says government forest fire.
I would never have gotten that.
It says what?
Government forest fire.
Hmm.
And you can use your own artistic expression to interpret that however you'd like.
That's what that and that says?
Yes. One in Mandarin, one in Spanish.
Dude, Google it or what?
I got the Spanish one from Alaverga's sister, and then I googled this one, and I actually already kind of knew what forest fire, because I practiced writing some Mandarin just for fun one day. I have a whole sheet of just like basic Mandarin that I like wrote, and then I decided to Google government forest fire and wrote it down. So, yeah, so this is government forest fire. If you notice, these are all about the same.
Yeah.
Right, they're all about the same symbol, especially right here, right, with the arrow up type of deal and the thing, and then you have the arrow up with the thing, and then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, like,
Let me guess. Just one of those might be a tree, but since a forest is a bunch of trees.
yes, yes, yes.
Nice.
And then when you have them next to each other, and then these two represent the fire, I believe. So, this is like forest and then fire, right?
And if you put another one on there, it's a big fire.
yeah, it's basically how it goes. Yeah. So it's interesting. But yeah. Hey, Kevin, check out my freedom sticker up top there.
Here we go.
Oh, you already seen it, though, didn't you?
Yeah, it's nice though.
It's pretty. Try and read. You're pretty. You're pretty cool.
What's up, GOB? What's happening? Yeah.
Can't stop me now. So that's the new stickers. Right?
No, the rain's not going to take it off.
But the boat would be cleaning off all the nonsense to get to it. Probably even leave the what are we gonna call that? Prick. Probably leave the prick there. The pricker, the device of pricking, as hand syringe. I suppose we could use that any kind of another way. Needles and syringes. Trying to get in. Let's see what happens.
Now you have people.
Look at my chalk. And you know, speaking of that, I can get a hold of Priori and Eddie. I should probably either food or get a hotel room.
Yeah, I was wondering about Eddie. I haven't seen it.
Eddie and them left.
A while ago.
He gave what's her name? He gave Lori a ride. She had to go. Well, first they went that way to check on a campsite, and then she had to go that way to drop her car off to get an oil change and something else.
Lights.
So that might be what's taking a little bit longer, but it's definitely been like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh yeah, they like to go and do their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They spent when we were in Banning, California. You were in Banning, right? You know that mountain we were next to?
I have a hard time remembering which spot was which.
Banning was the horse farm, and we couldn't hunt because of the horses. There was like 3 different locations for the vehicles. And it was when I came up with people signing flags on that table. So they rented a cabin up on top of that mountain for
Really?
2-3 days.
Nice.
Because we were in Banning for like 4 days or so. Hey Kevin, or even Hannah, do you guys know, do those handheld minivans take a magnetic antenna?
I don't know. The one we have cost probably between $100 and $200 to get the radio and the antenna, and the radio plugs into the speaker. Did have to have somebody do something.
Is that your vehicle?
Yes, or no.
Yeah, that's right.
And we actually have a Pennsylvania plate this time.
Nice. So you don't feel out of place.
I did like the idea somebody had of everybody flying his own state flag.
Yeah, we just funding for that. And there was somebody that's willing to put the hems for the corners. I heard of the meeting yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that.
Put the hems in there and really make our flags more durable. Oh, we all want to see a cool flag?
Yeah.
Okay. I was in Indiana. I went to the Ohio rally.
So yesterday?
And Betty, or yes, yesterday.
Gave that to you?
Yeah.
Wow. Dang.
Double-sided.
What?
We made one, and it is flying upside down, so perfect. And then the back of it's.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wait, hold on. I guess it's upside down, so if you want to see it, like it's supposed to.
There we go.
And it's got the. And this does have a ham in it, so.
Nice.
And somebody can actually fly this from their vehicle. Now, this is a printed flag, but it is embroidered at the same time. Do we have to adhere to the same type of ethical non-signing of the flags?
I don't know. I've been
Custom
seeing
flag like
people. I don't know. People have been signing flags left and right.
It depends on what type of flag it is. You're not supposed to be signing embroidered flags.
Right.
Because it's disrespectful.
Yeah, I can see that.
Why?
It's just like...
It's kind of like not dragging it on the ground, I guess. I guess.
Why does it? Why is?
Because they're the more proper... They're like the proper flags, basically. And then the printed flags without the stitching. Like, that's a printed one. And, do I have one? I don't think so. I think I actually left my embroidered flag at home. This one's embroidered.
Let's see.
Yeah, this one's
Joanna, we're in Pennsylvania.
So this has got the stitching in each stripe.
Hello.
We're checking out your flag.
Yeah, I took it off full. I forgot to put the proper flag to fly in the car, so I'm trying
Dennis, you're military, so what's the difference?
the stitching.
Right.
That's
But
the proper.
what would be the proper reasoning behind why we wouldn't sign a embroidered flag versus a printed one? I know that the embroidered is like more proper.
Technically, you shouldn't be signing any flags if you're really going to go by that standard. But now this is a little bit. This whole thing's a little bit different, in my opinion. But technically, I mean, really, if you look by the code, you really can't like this shirt that you can't even wear shirts that have like native flags with flag materials on them because that could be considered desecration of flag as well.
Really?
So, you know, unfortunately, this is one of those things you almost have to work to your own mind, but be aware that there are certain people that are very, very sensitive about such things. I mean, that's the only way I can say it. Because, like, I personally, like, especially my battle flags, when my battle flag is completely ratted down till I'm almost into the blue, to me, I'm not destroying that flag. I'm keeping that flag forever, and I will put signatures on that flag of all the people that are around me at that time because that is no longer just a flag. That is
A piece of art. History.
it's history. It's a piece of art. And these flags that we're flying and tattering up aren't just plain old flags. We're tattering them up with our hearts and our love for this country.
Right.
And by God, if that's not allowed, then fuck anybody else who tells me wrong, because fuck you, I will fight about it as much as you want to, or you can just walk the hell away from me, which is what I would suggest. So anyway, that's
Yeah,
my
this
thought on
is,
that's my
I've
thought
had
on
that.
that. Everybody's different.
Yeah, Marcus wouldn't sign on the flag. He would sign there because that's.
He's one of them, and that's okay. That's okay. I totally get it and understand, but this is just not here. Let's do it on the windshield in case there's no any bleed through.
Yeah.
No, I got one better for you. Hold on, give me one
This is
second.
fine right here.
I've got a box you can sign on. It might bleed through to the windshield too.
Yeah, but they come off the windshield. They come off glass.
I got light.
Nice. Yep.
right.
Yeah, I
This is the last
put one
thing.
on too earlier. Yeah. I need that tonight, huh?
I'm in Goodwill. I went to one in town. Did it. No,
Really?
it's awful.
Right.
So I went to another one 10 or 11 miles away.
I haven't seen Santa or Rat Rod yet, but I
$4.95, about $5.
I've
I
been
mean,
back
it's
there
pretty,
before.
it's pretty good.
Little
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Too. Keep the wind off of it.
Yeah.
And I've
I
got
think
a
Rat
nice
Rod's taking a
Afghan
nap right now.
for $3.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's a nice one.
Cool.
And then Afghans keep you warm, man.
Yeah, they will.
You think they wouldn't with all the holes in there. It's keep pretty warm.
Yeah, because it's what, a wool or is it something? A warm material, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got one at home, one that my mom had made, one of the first ones she ever made. I don't carry it with me hardly ever out on the road because it's probably from the 70s.
Right.
And it's just like trying to take care of that.
Yeah.
It's huge long gown.
Mine's
So I'm trying to hold on
on
to
the
that.
Rainbow Bridge with Dr. Lockamup.
I got a really nice Afghan. It's a pretty good size one too.
Really?
Yeah, $3.99. I got a friend in the West.
Yeah. Yeah, you look hard enough, you can find some good stuff in those Goodwills, thrift stores.
Yeah, actually, I don't like
In
glass.
fact, I've made
They're a little bit
things.
high priced.
I have the newspaper.
It is a little bit high priced.
You know, and here's the thing. I've gone behind Goodwill stores at times, and they throw so much stuff away.
Really?
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, look at mine.
What it is, they can't keep it on the shelves forever. If they wouldn't charge so much,
Yep.
they'd sell more.
Yep.
They wouldn't have to throw so much away.
Yep. They're like in between brand new and thrift store prices.
They're almost as bad as a pawn shop. You go to a pawn shop, you're almost paying full price.
Yeah.
You know, for the stuff in there, they already made money already.
Yep.
Now they're gonna make more money.
Right.
There's only been 1 or 2 times I've ever bought anything out of a pawn shop. I've pawned a lot of stuff, got my stuff back out.
Yeah.
I pawned my guitar, you know, at the pawn shops. But I always went back and got them back,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a little temporary loan.
Yeah, it's only $10 a month interest. At least that's what it was back then. I don't know what it is nowadays.
Right.
And I used to always go to the old-timey Jewish pawn shops, and they noticed my address. I said, why do you always come here?
Yeah.
You know? I said, because you always do me right.
Yeah.
I was saying, if I get behind, y'all have the legal right to pull my stuff and sell it, but y'all don't even do that. Y'all keep it back there.
Yeah.
And I said, y'all have always done me right, so that's why I always come to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you on any of those but at the same time, if you order
Around Trump Park,
automatically figure
try to find a place just to go somewhere and read my Bible and get away from everybody.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time because you don't know where to go.
Yeah.
You know, I thought, okay, where's the cemetery?
Right. Right.
When they close by, it's just
It's Your Freedom Rising.
Your Freedom Rising on YouTube?
Mhm.
So that's what you're.
Yep.
Your Freedom Rising. Okay, I'm gonna find it right now.
All right.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
you know, just for a while, just driving around trying to find someplace out in the country.
Yeah.
You
Some
just
peace.
drive on somebody's property, and you never know whose property you're driving on.
Yep.
And so finally, I just pulled over. I said, I put in my GPS. Where's the park at?
Yeah.
And there's one right down the road. But it was a pitiful park.
Really? Was it?
Yeah, right down the street, and the nice stream of water going by. I thought, man, grass is a little tall.
Yeah.
Those snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then there was a little ballpark, and like 3 or 4 baseball fields out there.
Mhm.
And there was a covering, you know, with some picnic tables, so that's where I wound up going. It's only about 7 minutes away from here.
Nice.
So what did you do?
I
Besides life drink.
yeah, I hung out. We basically hung out, went and got some food. Walked over to McDonald's, got some food over there. Yeah, it's something
I
though.
rarely eat at McDonald's. But
Yeah.
the only time I do is I grab breakfast
Mm.
there.
Yeah,
Well, if you want me to sign your shirt and use that pen, I can step over here and sign that. That way we have a good.
Yeah, I went over to Subway. There's a Subway right down here,
okay.
right at the next light.
Yeah,
Go through the underpass. Little shopping areas, flowers.
We're playing swallows
like
and
small
words right now.
nursery, you know, plants,
Not
stuff
how you
like
think
that.
either.
Yeah.
A few other businesses, but there's a Subway tucked in right there.
okay.
So I went there.
Nice. Heck yeah. Get some food, gotta fuel up.
Yeah. Already thinking about supper.
Yeah, I hear
Well,
you.
when I went over at Subway, normally I always get footlongs. I said I get only a 6-inch. Dude, I couldn't believe how much they charged me. I
Really?
said, doggone, I said, I should have just got a footlong. Well, we can change it. So now it's already done now.
Yeah,
So then you're better off getting a footlong.
yeah, you
than
are.
a 6-inch.
It's already like $8 or $9 for a foot long.
Yeah, it cost me 10 something.
It's just for that.
Well, it was that and
Chips and
small
meals,
drinks. And when she rang it up, I said, kidding me.
$10 is just a regular meal anymore.
And I looked at the doggone sign. I said, shoot, I'd have been better off getting a footlong.
Yeah, you would.
I won't do it again.
Yeah,
But I knew I was going to go out and eat supper somewhere. But that's the only reason why I didn't want to get over full.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like those, but I like the.
What are you driving anyway?
Got a Volkswagen Golf
Oh, okay.
GTI. It's up there, just a little bit towards the front.
I made 2 down.
Got I fold the back seats down, and I can put a mattress in the back.
I said, come here, I'll show you my van.
Yeah,
Well, you've seen my van.
I have, but we can check it out. I like it.
Yeah, somebody bought this van for me.
Really?
Yeah, somebody I hardly even knew. Called me up one day and said, hey, let's go look at the van. I said, wait a minute, George. I said, what kind of money are we talking about? He said, it's a little over $4,000. I said, I ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah.
He said, don't worry about it. I said, what do you mean don't worry about it? And so,
Yeah. Got the bed and
there's
everything.
my new Afghan up there. But,
Nice.
I got a shelf here. I got a shelf right here. I got tools up under here.
Yeah.
Up under there, you know where that's where the Bible's.
Yeah. Stash them under the bed.
Yeah. And I've got evangelism equipment up here. I need to hang. I've got a rod that goes over this way, but I got to find out. I got to knock this out somewhere so I can be able to hang up my clothes like my other van.
Yeah.
See, my other van is a 2002 E150. This is a 2002. No, it was an E150. This is a 250. Same year model. And all this furniture was mounted inside my other van. The only thing that was right, it rained great. The only thing was the undercarriage was starting to fall apart and stuff. And so, and it had like 300,000 miles on it, but it was running great. But this thing had 83,000 miles on it.
Nice.
A 2002. How in the world did you get a 2002?
Yeah.
You know, with that little bit of miles,
Yeah.
I don't know how. But so when I went over there to take everything out of my van and put it in this van, I said, hey, I said, I'm just curious. I said, what are y'all going to do with my van? I said, y'all going to scrap it? They said, yeah. And I said, look, I said, there was a church in Franklin, Ohio. They bought all the lumber and built all the furniture in here for me, and even bought me a custom-sized mattress. You can't buy that size mattress.
Really?
And yeah, it's not a regular size. They did it specially because I could only come out so far with the bed.
Right.
And I told them, I said, could I take my furniture out? They said, sure. Dude, I'm bolted and bolted right back in here because it's the same body.
Oh.
Same exact body. That's God.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice. Nice. Heck yeah.
Yeah, this will probably be my last vehicle till the Lord comes.
Right.
I don't think we're that far away.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
the rapture could happen any day.
Right.
You know, and one of the things a lot of people don't, they keep forgetting. Pay attention to Israel.
Yeah.
Something very powerful happened about 2 years ago in Israel that most Christians don't even know about. And that is, now you know, in the end times, well, in the New Testament, you know, the Apostle Paul and all them, when they were preaching to the Jews, finally they reached the point and said, all right, you're not worthy of listening to this or receiving this, so now we're going to turn to the Gentiles.
Gentiles, yep.
Of course, you know, Paul writes, you know, has God forgotten the Jews? And he says, God forbid.
Right.
So we know that there's a time where God will turn back to the Jews. That's already happening. Now, I know for years, you know, we've seen Jews going back to Israel. That's fine, that's powerful, that's part of it. But something very significant happened in 2020, and that was they started, I don't know if you know, they don't like you proselytizing or trying to witness over there in Israel. They do not like it at all.
Well, now, what do you mean by that?
Witnessing.
Oh, they don't like it.
Proselytizing is what they call it. You know, trying to share the gospel.
Yeah.
They do not like that over there.
Wow.
In 2020, they started broadcasting the gospel of Jesus Christ on their TVs.
Wow.
In their own Hebrew language.
Wow. That's powerful.
There's been a battle for them to shut it down. They did shut it down. Now it's going again. And so there's this spiritual battle over there. But that is so powerful that now God is turning back to the Jews. So what does that mean? Two things. The dispensation of grace is coming to an end. Secondly, the window for evangelism is starting to close.
Right.
And when it closes, that'll be the rapture. We'll be out of here. Of course, I truly believe that people are going to get saved during the tribulation.
Right.
You know, but I just believe that the church could be raptured out of here at any time. I don't know if you believe in pre-trib, post-trib, or some don't believe in a rapture at all.
Right. Well, see, I'm trying to catch up with all that. I go to a Pentecostal.
I'm not going to argue about it if you don't. You know, I just talk about it.
I think I go to a Pentecostal church, and I think they're saying pre-trib rapture.
I believe in a pre-trib rapture.
Yeah.
Here's one of the biggest evidences of the church not being here. At the end of the seven letters to the churches in the book of Revelation, in the last chapter, it's chapter 3, the Laodicean church. It's the last time you see the word church mentioned until 5 verses before the end of the book of Revelation.
Wow.
The word church is nowhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere in there at all. I do believe it. A lot of believers are going to be left behind. And just like the parable of the 10 virgins, you know, all 10 believed. All 10 believed that the Lord was coming. They all knew that he was coming. All 10 trimmed their lamps. All 10 slept well. But only 5 prepared themselves.
Right.
If your lamp is not full, and you know that the Lord is coming, it's almost you're being callous about it.
Right.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know the Lord's coming. I'm just waiting on Jesus to come and pick me up.
Right.
Well, you might be left behind because of that attitude.
Right.
So like Esau, you know, and I'm not trying to play God or judge or anything like that, but you know, Esau took the things of God carelessly. You know, he sold his birthright. Samson took the things of God carelessly because he was playing around with doing things doing things he shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
You know, and so you see some people in the Bible they're not being serious about it, and then you can be overly serious. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I've seen people be so doggone hard on people, and but you can also be just too lax.
Yeah.
You know, well, you know, I'll get to it later. I'll read my Bible later, and I've been guilty of it.
Right.
You know, my goodness, I just got through reading my Bible and praying. I said, Lord, I need to spend more time with you.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
And instead of I put you off.
Right.
You know, I'll get you last.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's not a good thing. So, you know, change is not easy. But yeah, something else I was going to say about the rapture.
Pre-trib rapture.
Yeah. Oh, there's a great, powerful DVD on the teaching of the rapture, and it's called Before the Wrath.
Before the Wrath.
And it's on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
but it's under a different title. And I think it was because they couldn't post it, you know, because it was free then. And it's called The Rapture of the Church, the Galilean Wedding. And it's the whole movie. When I first watched it, I was under the expectation, I just didn't pay attention to the words. I thought it was just going to be another end time movie, you know. And a very good friend of mine, a lady friend of mine down in Florence, Kentucky, had told me about it. She said, you really got to watch it, you really got to watch it. I couldn't find it on YouTube, so I was like, okay, I'm going to have to buy the thing. So I bought it. The first time I watched it, it really didn't click like it should, because I was expecting something else.
Right.
What it is, it's a movie documentary, okay? When I watched it the second time, it clicked. And every time I watch it, it just fires me up because what it is, the Galilean wedding relates to the rapture. Because, and I didn't think about this, all the disciples, they were all Galileans. So they knew the wedding traditions of back then. And they still hold those traditions today, okay? And they still, the son never knows when to go get his bride. It's the father that tells the son. The son, once he's made a covenant with his future bride, he goes and prepares. He starts building a house connected where? To his father's house. In my father's house are many mansions. So it's an extended family. The bride, she's in preparation, getting things ready. So it takes sometimes a year or more for them to get ready. And let's see, what else? There's several significant things before I get to the real big one. And the son even gives instead of the bride giving a dowry, it's the son that gives sort of a dowry to the bride or either the bride's father in case anything happens to him, the bride will still be taken care of. Okay. And when the bride is getting in preparation before the night of the wedding, and whenever they do the covenant between them, it's a big deal. They invite all kinds of people to come, and be a part of the covenant, because they do it out in public. And then they drink from this cup, both of them do. So while the bride is getting ready, she has to sleep in her gown. She has to be ready, because she doesn't know when. She doesn't know what hour, what day, what night. So then it shows the father, the son, he's asleep. He's already got everything all ready. And he's already told the father, I've got all things ready. Can I go get my bride? He said, no, not now, not time. So then in the middle of the night, the father wakes up, and he wakes his son. He says, go get your bride. And he gets up, he's so excited. And people are starting to come out, people that had been invited. Remember, there's a lot of people were invited, but some started making excuses. Remember that?
Yeah.
So people are, but the son, the bridegroom, he's blowing a huge shofar, walking through the streets, and people are coming out. They're heading to the bride chamber. They're going to get his bride. And when they get there, they have what they call a litter. In other words, how they used to pick up kings or queens? There would be like 4 guys. That's what they do. They set it down. The bride comes, she gently gets right there, and she sits down on it, and they carry her away. You got to watch it.
Okay.
Dude, it will blow you away. And after I watched it a couple of times, I said, oh my goodness. Because I'm a firm believer that God is involved a lot of times in some of these movies. He is telling us ahead of time. Remember how Jesus would always tell his disciples ahead of time what was going to happen. He's still doing that today. He's telling us, get ready. It's going to be a pre-trib rapture. Get yourself ready.
Right.
And I'm telling you, you had that mindset. You remember Jesus always, he's not leaving us in the dark. He's telling us, get ready. And just like he told his disciples, everything that was going to happen. Remember, I've told you these things before, so that when it does happen, you'll believe.
Yeah.
And so that's, you just have to watch it.
What was it called again?
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah.
So I can give you the correct title. It'll blow you away, man. I've shown it. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Where is it? No. Doggone. Now those are only half-hour things. Don't tell me they took it out of here. Oh, here it is. No, that's only 2 minutes. This thing is an hour and a half. Come on. Doggone, it should have been the first one that came up. About the Galilean wedding. All right, let me scroll back. All right. That's only 17 minutes. No, that's not it. Don't tell me they removed it.
I wouldn't know that. Maybe that's why they had to break it down into half hour. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's 28 minutes.
It's only 28 minutes. I watched it one time, but what I'm trying to find is the one.
Yeah.
It shows all of it.
Yeah.
It is in here unless they took it down. And they may have, because, they probably didn't want it on there. Because, well, for the simple fact, They're not selling them no more. I mean, they had to.
I wouldn't doubt it.
God, got it.
YouTube. It's hard telling what kind of.
Well, it may have been the people that put the movie out in the first place.
Ah.
Oh, doggone it. Where is it? Man. Bride, the Galilean wedding, into church. No. Oh, it's not here, man. All right, now see, there's part of it. It's only 31 minutes, though. Oh. Well. That's part of it. That's the bride laying there. Oh.
I'll be able to look up the story of the bridegroom.
Well, you can watch some of the clips, okay? Let's select the one you see them walking down the street. This one right here. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, this one right here, the Galilean wedding. There's 31 minutes. That's the father right there. And I think that's the son. You can't see his face because he's got the shofar in his, he's blowing the shofar. But they're going to go get the bride right there. So that's where they pick her up. Mm-hmm. Right behind them are people with the litter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just cannot believe that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Actually,
if you ever find the movie, it's called Before the Wrath.
Okay, Before the Wrath.
But
I'll find it. I'll be able to find it. I'll Google it, or I'll look.
Look it up. The Galilean wedding. The rapture of the church. The Galilean wedding. I cannot believe somebody took it off.
Hey, but I should give you my info though.
Okay.
Whenever you're before, that way, because we still live in the same state.
Oh, that's right. Sure do, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Before the Wrath. I'll see about finding it. I might be able to find another place to download it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it'll blow you away when I realize it.
What did you?
Whoa! There it is. No, Before the Wrath interview, Galilean weddings and end time. I don't know.
That's an interview about it, maybe.
Yeah, that's an awful long interview.
Yeah, hour and a half.
I just want to see how it starts out. I don't want to see no interview.
Right.
But there are some theologians sitting there talking, because it's not just a movie. They're pastors and stuff talking, saying, explaining things out. He's one of them, but he's just explaining it. He's one of the pastors or ministers on there talking about it. All right. Yeah, that's an hour and a half, somebody talking Before the Wrath. Now, so you can buy it or rent it, But yeah. Doggone. I can't believe that.
Did you type in Before the Wrath?
Huh?
You tried typing in Before the Wrath? Or you said you had to type something else in, didn't you?
Well, yeah, because...
Yeah, I see. It's all right.
I mean, what it's going to do if I put in Before the Wrath...
Give you a bunch of those interview things.
See, there it is, YouTube movies, you can rent it, buy it.
Oh, you're saying that they want you to pay now, is what you're saying.
Right.
I see what
you're saying. Somebody had uploaded one.
Yeah, I bet they took it down.
They used a different name,
I bet they
and it slid by. And I shared it on my Facebook page, on my own wall, and also I sent it probably at least 8 or 10 people through Messenger. I sent it to them. I said, guys, you got to watch this. And I had phone calls saying, man, that was so awesome.
Wow. Before the Wrath.
Yep, Before the Wrath. In relation to the Galilean wedding. I never knew it. Yeah.
I'm
Now
check
here's here's before. Yep. They got it out there.
Oh, I bet.
Somebody losing money.
Yeah.
But like me, sometimes I'll buy used DVDs off of eBay.
Yeah. Really?
Oh yeah. They tell you what condition, just like on Amazon, they tell you what condition they're in.
Right.
And I haven't had no trouble. I shop more on eBay than I do Amazon. I used to shop a lot on Amazon. I don't know, I feel like I get better prices on eBay, and I don't have no problems.
Yeah.
But
eBay, I get stuff off eBay too. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Some of it's cheaper. I try to make sure it's in the United States though.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it'd be like real good deal, but it'd be from China or Hong Kong, and I'm like, I'm not trying to wait on that shipping or if it'll even come or not.
yeah, I know there's something I recently wanted to purchase. Ships from China. Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through that.
Right.
So,
For sure.
I recently bought me a new hat.
Really? Yo, what's up, everyone? Good evening. Funky Boquito. What's up, everyone else? Big Belly Racing. Raggy. Ooh, nice. That's a nice hat. I like that.
Yeah, I paid I think $13 for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a nice hat, man. I love this hat. The only thing of it is I got cat hairs on it.
Right?
I left the cardboard sleeve at home. I still have the cardboard sleeve that goes in there to keep the shape.
Yeah, nice. Funky Boquito. We were talking about the Rapture and pre-trib Rapture and a documentary or a video called Before the Wrath. They were asking what we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
It's a biblical teaching on the wrath, how the Galilean wedding in Canaan relates to the rapture of the church. And so it's just very powerful. It's half movie, half documentary. They have actors in there. That way you can get a picture of everything that they're talking about. But it is such an eye-opener. It's not just something somebody made up, and it makes all the sense in the world because, like I said before, they were all Galileans, and everything that Jesus exposed them to, they were able to understand because that was part of the culture at that time. And what people don't know is that they still hold those Galilean wedding traditions today. That the father doesn't, the son doesn't know when to go get his bride, even though he's got everything all ready.
Yeah.
Everything's ready, Father. I've got it all together. Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Wow.
And the bride, she sleeps in her own wedding gown. She actually sleeps in her wedding gown, and her bridesmaids sleep with her. And they don't know when. And they're just waiting on that knock on the door. And so she opens up the bride chamber, and then they pick her up and take her away. It'll blow you away if you ever take the time to watch it.
Okay.
Now, I'll tell you like this, it'll bless them. Whoever watches it, they'll realize, just like I said a little while ago, that Jesus always told his disciples ahead of time what was going to happen. And he's still doing that with us today.
Right.
He's telling us what's going to happen, get ready.
Yeah.
So he's not leaving us in the dark. Of course, no one knows the day or the hour, but he's telling us ahead of time.
Get ready.
Get ready. We're getting closer and closer.
Signs. That's what the signs are showing.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing the ugly head of tyranny rise up, even in our own country, much less the world. Look what they're doing in other countries.
Yeah.
Man, it's so horrible.
Yeah.
And eventually it will come here. The only reason they ain't doing it here is because there's so many of us.
Right.
And but yeah, it's just so horrible what they're doing in other countries. And of course, this one ain't much better with all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
And,
They wanted to do the same thing here.
Right. And now we're starting to realize, now we know why they have over 400,000 plastic coffins down outside in Georgia.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know that?
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, look it up.
And outside of Georgia? What? Outside where the Guidestones are?
No, not the Georgia Guidestones. This is maybe somewhere outside of Atlanta. It's been a while since I've looked at it.
Yeah.
But you got thousands and thousands of these black plastic coffins.
Wow.
It's just like they've got concentration camps in this country. Well, see, they didn't just say, we need to do this overnight.
Right. No.
They've been doing this over time.
Right, and it'd be
And so now we see what they're getting ready for.
Well, yeah, because they'll say, it's just an old prison. It's just a FEMA camp. It's just this, that, or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a FEMA camp for us.
Yeah, yep. And that's been going on for decades.
Whoever doesn't agree with them.
Yep.
And that's what's coming.
Yep.
It's coming. And I hate to see it. It makes me sick. And I don't like being lied to, And they are lying and pumping us with propaganda every single day.
Every day.
That TV is the biggest liar you ever met in your life.
Man, I tell you what, I agree. I was on here earlier with a person, and at first I thought they were just, they seemed serious, but then I almost thought they were just messing with me, but I actually think they believe what they said. I was explaining to, they were telling, basically saying, calling me a kid, saying don't need to be into all these conspiracy theories. They're ploying like they were genuinely concerned about me, about my beliefs. And I said, and I was very gentle and kind with them, and just discussing with them. And I said, well, where do you get your main sources of information? They weren't really answering the question. I said, what I'm asking is, are some of your sources of information for news like CNN and MSNBC? And they finally answered and named off all the mainstream left-wing medias. They said, yes, of course I listen. I go to the news for CNN, MSNBC, and all this. And I said, well, you do what we're trying to say to you is you do understand that they've lied and been caught lying and are lying about
about wars.
Yes, almost everything.
Yeah.
They would not believe. I almost think they were serious.
They lied to us about
They wouldn't believe me.
Iraq, and we murdered all those people.
Yep, and they.
But because for a while they said, well, Iraq had something to do with 9/11. They pumped it through the news, and then after we bombed it and killed thousands of people, men, women, and children, and then later on they said, Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bold.
And wow, man, we ought to be. I mean, when we went in the second time, I knew it was based on a lie. I literally just wept.
Right.
Because I knew we were being lied to. And here's the thing. Now, I'm not ashamed of it. If somebody asks me if I'm a conspiracy theorist, yeah you doggone right. Why? Because of that Bible.
Yeah.
That Bible tells me that there's a worldwide conspiracy that is coming.
Yeah.
God don't lie.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm seeing it.
Right.
I see this stuff. My eyes are wide open. I see the deception. I see the lies. I don't believe everything somebody tells me.
Right.
News, they only report what's told to them.
Yeah.
If they're not on the scene, most of the time it's secondhand information.
Right.
But I do my own investigation.
Yeah.
I do my own research. And then I had to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Okay, does this really make sense? Is this right? Is it plausible?
Right.
These are some wicked people, and it's right in front of your face on your money.
Right. Yep.
It don't say New World Order just so we can have a good laugh.
Yeah. Right. And it's right there in plainly in front, and not to mention the symbolism and everything else.
Yeah. The people want to make it, you're a conspiracy theorist. You tell me why they're doing all this wicked symbolism. Why they, people ought to do the research of the history of 9/11.
Right.
That date.
Yeah.
And it's pretty profound.
Right.
things that have happened on that date.
Wow.
9/11, 1941 or 42, they laid the cornerstone of the Pentagon
Yeah.
on 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they built the Pentagon? In a marsh. Know what it was called? Hell's Bottom.
Wow.
And it's a Pentagon of all things.
They know what they're doing. Yeah, at that point, it's not an accident. You can't claim ignorance at that point.
9/11, 1973, we sent a military coup over to Chile and assassinated a democratically elected president. He was elected legally, and our government admitted it because Gerald Ford signed the order saying the CIA could no longer do assassinations without presidential approval.
Oh.
Of course, you don't tell the CIA what to do.
Yeah. Wow.
And there's a bunch of stuff that's happened on that day. How you doing, Bob?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Doing great.
Saw it on Facebook. Figured I'd come down.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Where are you from? Oh, okay. Well, good to have a local.
My granddad was chief of police in this town.
Nice.
Oh, okay, good.
He passed away.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Can't be here right now.
That's right. Well, you're carrying it on, man.
All right, man.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep.
All right, you too. I gotta go home.
All right. Yeah. Yo. Join the people's convoy. Just do it. Throw the TV in the trash. Funky Boquito from Europe. So in the U.S. right now, why I think it's so much political talk is because of what I think many would call election fraud. That's just me personally. I would say most people are right up right now about that fraud in the voting system. And of course the all the other stunts that have been being pulled. YouTube and Rumble or the TV channels for real. Lloyd bought a 65-inch for YouTube, nothing else. Nice. I wish Rumble was easier to get on TVs. I just get on my computer. That's my only gripe about Rumble is the lack of integration. Yeah, man. Got us a nice evening here.
It is. It actually got a little bit warmer because earlier it was cloudy.
It was, man.
It was pretty cool.
It was
That's why I
chilly.
said, man, I gotta go to a Goodwill somewhere.
Yeah.
I gotta get me something.
Yeah.
And then once I got there, the sun was shining, started warming up. I said, yeah, I'm gonna buy this thing. Now it's gonna warm up.
Yeah.
I got too many jackets at home and I left every single one.
Right.
I'm all there. But I do like this. much on here, so I'll live. I just want music.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just never got into the hoodie thing. I guess because of getting on my hair and stuff. So how long you been live streaming?
Today?
No.
I started basically when we went to Hagerstown.
Oh, okay. You never done it before?
Nope, not really.
Well, honestly, I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, just basically you use the phone. There's different apps you can use, but basically you go through like YouTube or something like that, and you just cut on a video that's streaming live. So the videos, there might be a couple second lag, but it's being sent out there that anyone that gets on that channel can watch it, and then people subscribe, so then it will tell them when you're back on again.
Oh, okay.
And so you basically like that, and then like this footage, if it was as long as it's got a stable connection, I could pull that video down, this whole like I could stream all day, pull that video down and like edit it if I wanted to, just get like certain interviews or certain bits and pieces of it.
Right.
But that's the gist of it. People like it for stuff like this because it's happening in real time. It's not edited. You're getting to see what's actually going on, hear what people are actually saying without it being taken out of context.
Right.
So, yeah, it's definitely been a useful tool for this kind of movement, or just getting some truth out there.
I surely need it.
Yeah.
It's hard to get it out there.
It's crazy, the blackout.
If it was for technology, this stuff on here, everybody'd still be asleep. Of course, most of them still asleep right now.
Even with the technology, they use the technology against them, and then they go further into sleep.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's almost unexplainable.
If something like this had happened 100 years ago, there'd been an uprising. They'd have went up there and thrown them out of office. They had a term a long time ago in the old days in politics. They'd run them out on a rail.
On a rail?
Yeah, and a rail was a piece of fencing. They made fences out of wood, trees and stuff back there. But that long one right there in between, that's a rail. And they would tie them up on a rail. And sometimes they'd tar and feather it. And they didn't put up with this stuff. But now we've become so weak.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard in the past, I don't know how true it is, they put stuff in our water.
Yeah. I've always heard that about the
I know about the
fluoride.
But I've heard about other things that somehow makes us weak-minded or something. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's some conspiracy stuff I don't buy into. I'm definitely not into the aliens.
Right.
Because it ain't in Scripture.
Yeah.
And I told people if there are any aliens, then they are demonic. They're not nobody I want to hang out with. So if it ain't in Scripture, and I know that they have you heard of Project Bluebeam? They have the ability, the technology. They can put large holograms up in the sky.
Really?
Yep. Russia has one also.
So that's what I've heard of. They could essentially manufacture a alien invasion just to strong arm all the people into a state of fear, basically.
Right, because you got a lot of people that are buying into this alien stuff.
Right.
If there's a rapture, that's what they're going to blame it on.
Oh, wow. They'll try to convince you it's some other thing.
Yeah, and a lot of people are right.
And deception.
But years ago, and I'm sure the video is still out there, they had an image of like a bright, shiny gold cross over in Russia. And it was like just moving like this. It was really huge. And some people, people that didn't know no better said, "Oh, that's so cool. God's talking to us." I said, "Man, it's not God.
Right.
That is deception right there through technology."
Wow.
And it's just like when the end times get here, Jesus says, when they tell you that he's over here, he's in the desert, or he's in the upper chamber, he said, do not go. He said, but many will be deceived. But he says, when the Son of Man comes in being like lightning from the east to the west, you know, the whole world will see him when he comes. When he comes. But I have no doubt that through television and technology and stuff like this, there's going to be, even on radio, they're going to say, well, Jesus is over in Hagerstown, Jesus is over in Lima, Jesus is over there in Elyria. And they'll show a false Christ on TV or YouTube or whatever. And because people don't read the scripture, they'll run looking for hope, but it's a trap. And but people, if they would just read the scripture, they would know not to go.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt there'll be radio programs that'll be saying, well, Jesus is over here, Jesus is over there. People are going to run because it'll be a time of tribulation like the world has never seen. And they're going to be looking for hope. Oh, Jesus is going to be over here. Jesus is going to be over here. No, it's not.
They're looking for the fastest, quick ticket out.
It's going to be a bad trap. It's going to be a big trap. Might put them in concentration camps. Might kill them. I don't know.
Right.
And but when he comes, and that's what he's saying. When he comes, you can't manufacture it.
Yeah.
The whole world will see him. We can't understand. We can't comprehend how does the whole world see this God.
Yeah.
They can darken the sun and the moon and all these others, and the stars start falling from heaven, all this other stuff. You ain't got no problem. And it's just like all the people that have died in the sea, and their bodies and their bones, they've all dissolved.
In the sea, you said?
Right.
Yeah.
But God knows where every little molecule is. And he'll be able to raise us, every single one of us, up from the dead. Your bones may be dissolved, everything's dissolved away. It's somewhere. It may be in some parts of you over there in the Pacific, some of you in the Gulf, some of you in the Atlantic. Might even be in the Great Lakes. I don't know.
He'll find it all.
But he'll find it all. He's able to.
Right.
And it's like, you know, some people they're against, well, they're not sure what to do about cremation.
Right.
And I told them, I said, it really don't matter. It doesn't matter because people have been burned up before, you know. I mean, look at the Holocaust. You know?
Yeah.
God is still able.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a matter of choice. I don't see anything biblical against it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it costs so doggone much for a doggone funeral. You know, for me, all I care is they just throw me in a ditch.
Right.
It don't matter. I'm not there no more.
Yeah.
But some people have said, "Oh, we're already in the tribulation." I said, "No, we're not in the tribulation."
Right.
You would know.
Yeah.
It's something significant.
Yeah.
And I firmly believe that the first seal has already been broken. That the Antichrist is already among us.
Right.
They're just getting all his ducks in a row.
Right.
And that's just my opinion. But the second seal hasn't been broken. Second seal hasn't been broken. Second seal is when God takes peace from the earth. Now, a lot of people can say, well, no, there's really no real peace upon this earth. And you know what? They're right. But here's the thing. It says that men will start to slay each other. And he's been given.
Everyone, if you would like to see these people talk with their faces, tune in to Kevin at Your Freedom Rising. His camera has a way better angle. But you know what?
I was about to set it up with the angle. I was about to set them both up.
There you go.
I didn't even know it was on. But he's been given a great sword, Scripture says. It's going to be significant.
Right.
You know, it may be people that already have chips in them.
Right.
And they're able to take over you. See, they're not letting on. They're not letting us know, it's just for technology. You know, get in your apartment, you can pay your bills, buy your groceries. Yeah, it's nothing to it.
Yep.
Yeah, you wait.
Yeah. Right. Who's behind the software?
Yeah.
Who's behind? Who's doing the programming?
Let's see what happens when they kick on that harp.
Yeah.
Now, you know about harp, don't you?
Oh, how they control the weather?
how they manipulate the weather.
Yep.
What
Yep.
they're going to do, they're going to kick that thing in high gear. And I believe what they'll probably do out of stupidity, they'll blow a hole in our ozone because what it is, if you've ever seen it, Hart, and a couple of countries have it. Russia has one too. We have one. Ours is up in Alaska. It looks like, if you remember the old TV antennas on top of rooftops, it used to be like this.
Yeah.
Before your time.
Yeah, we have. My dad has one.
But there's like 150 of them all lined up, and they all got cables going to each other. What the thing does, it sends out microwaves, and it bounces off of our ionosphere, and they can change, manipulate the weather wherever they want it. And our government actually admitted doing this during the Vietnam War.
Oh, wow.
They used it to make it rain more on the Ho Chi Minh Trail to trying to keep their ammunition from getting through there.
Oh.
And our government admitted doing that.
Wow.
So, it's a real deal.
Yeah.
But this thing, a lot of people think that they're doing more damage to the ozone than our pollution is.
Man, I saw a guy on a show. It was a guy that was on Alex Jones. I wish I could remember the guy's name, but that's all he's studied for the past 20 years. And he's so zoned in on that, on how they're manipulating the weather. He has his own website, and he's like, look, according to mathematics and a calculated formula, we've got 10 years before these people destroy the ozone layer. He's like, they're doing it on purpose.
And I think that's why the people are going to start, the Bible talks about boils and blisters coming up on them. They're being scorched by the sun. I think it's because these idiots will blow a hole in our ozone.
Yeah.
And once it does, you can't fix it.
Right. And they're doing it, and they know they're doing it, and they're doing it on purpose.
And they spray us with chemtrails.
Yep, chemtrails.
When we were out there yesterday, they came directly over us.
Really? I saw a helicopter. I didn't see the plane.
I was talking with John McCain.
Yeah, John.
Me and him, we were standing there, and I happened to notice the jet coming. I said, "Look, John." I said, "They're coming." I said, "They are coming directly over us right now. Watch."
Yeah.
And they did. They came, and it was spitting and sputtering. Well, that means their machine up there got stopped up. And because, and besides that, chemtrail, a chemtrail just exhaust, it evaporates pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Chemtrails, they'll be up there for hours.
Yeah.
I've got pictures of them way back in 2005 before I left Memphis. I've got pictures. They're actually sprayed in grids.
Yeah, and people think that that's normal somehow. Why would
they don't pay attention.
Yeah.
It's right there in front of them.
A grid. Yeah, there's no way that's
and they're doing
accident.
they're doing it all over the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's exhaust doesn't go put and then don't come out and then start coming out again. No, your thing is your hoses are getting stopped up. Exhaust is continuous.
Right, it has to be.
Yeah. And so, I mean, there's so much evidence of them manipulating here. Now, what the purpose of the chemtrails is for, I really don't know.
Right.
I know that one of the things that has in it, it's an aluminum barium, which is a poison.
Right.
One time, I was actually underneath one, flew over. Dude, I started getting choked up.
Really?
It only happened one time. And I didn't realize that they had just flown over. And sure enough, but it's a poison.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's actually killing the bee population.
Oh, I bet. I bet it would be. Why? And why would they want to destroy the Earth's ecosystem? Why? You know what I mean? It's almost like their nature is just destruction.
I'm going to give you a theory. I'm going to give you a theory why I think that they're doing this at this time.
Okay.
I believe that they know, or that the odds of this planet being hit by an asteroid is very high. And NASA knows. NASA has a lot of powerful technology. And I believe that that's what they're preparing for. That they know. And all the time you see asteroids in the news all the time. Almost every day. And all the time I'm looking at them, when I see them in Google News, oh, this asteroid, this is this. And I think that's what they're getting ready for. They know that this planet is going to get hit by an asteroid. And it's like Hillary said a long time ago, when there's a catastrophe or whatever, take advantage of it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that dude, the hair on my neck stood up. I thought, oh, you wicked woman.
Right.
You wicked woman.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why they want us to all turn on each other. And see, the Christians won't kill the Muslims. The Jews won't go after the Muslims or the Christians. But the Muslims will go after the Christians. They'll go after the Jews. They'll even go after their own people.
Wow. Yeah.
And they just been used as pawns. So, and my theory why the Catholic Church does what it does, why their stuff, they teach things against Scripture. I think that in their own mind, they believe that they found some evidence that disproves the resurrection or the virgin birth.
Man, high level deception.
And they believe that this is all that there is.
Wow.
Well, that's the way the Sadducees believe.
Right.
That's why they're called Sadducees.
Because the Pharisees believed in the resurrection, but the Sadducees didn't.
Right. They believe this is all. This is all.
Wow.
There's nothing else. And that's why they say it's sad. You see.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly where that name
That
came
is
from.
sad.
And so I believe, because if you truly believe in the resurrection, why would you teach things opposite?
Right.
Why would you pray to Mary? She didn't die for our sins.
Right.
There's no such place as purgatory. Why do you pray repetitious prayers when Jesus says don't?
Right.
They don't do nothing.
Yeah.
You can say Hail Mary 5,000 times in a row. It ain't gonna do a thing for you.
Right.
And you know, call no man father upon this earth. You know, call no man on this earth your father. You know, I mean, it's just one thing after another. I thought, man, why if you believe in the Bible,
right?
Why are you teaching the opposite?
Yeah.
And so I just thought, man, it just sounds like they don't believe in the resurrection.
It does.
It's almost like the Da Vinci Code. Now, the Da Vinci Code, when it came out, they said it's absolute proof that Jesus was married to Mary Magdalene. It was a big lie. There was no absolute proof. There was some writings there, but there was a hole there. And they assumed what it was. And so there never was any absolute proof.
Right.
And so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same as you. I try to stick to Scripture.
It's like the Mormons.
Yeah.
Supposedly somebody found some gold plates.
Right.
You seen them? I ain't seen them. Ain't nobody else seen them.
Right. It is something.
Yeah, somebody found something, and look at all the people bought into that lie.
Right. A lot.
And so, I mean, they think that Jesus and Satan are spiritual brothers.
Wow.
And that God is having sex out in outer space with virgins. And that we're all going to have our own planet. And blacks are cursed because they're considered cursed because of their black skin.
Wow.
Of course, now that they've passed 5 to 10 years, they've started changing that.
They got too much social pressure, huh?
Well, yeah, and you know, their theology has been changing just like the Jehovah's Witnesses. They say, well, only 144,000 are going to heaven. Well, you got a serious problem because you got millions of y'all.
Right, right.
Where the heck's the rest of you going?
Right.
And then they don't believe in a hell. That's calling God a liar, making him unrighteous.
Wow.
God doesn't like hell, but for his justice to be perfect, if there's eternity in heaven, there's eternity in hell.
Right.
But everybody has that option. You know, and if they haven't heard the gospel, God is fair and just.
Yeah.
He will be just and fair with them.
Yeah.
It's totally different from somebody who has heard it
Yeah.
and still rejected it, and yet you just want to make an excuse for yourself. What about those who didn't hear it? God is perfect. He always does what's right. He don't make mistakes.
Right.
He ain't evil. Like, you know, people think, oh, the God of the Old Testament, he's so hard. You know, And the God of the New Testament, he's so nice and everything. That's the same God.
Right.
You know, it's that same God. Because if you look in the scriptures, like with Jeremiah preached for 40-something years. You know, for at least 40 years, trying to tell them to repent. They wouldn't listen to him. You know, God and judgment came 3 times. And each time it came exactly as Jeremiah, as the Lord had told Jeremiah, and Jeremiah told them how it was going to happen. And they still wouldn't listen to the very detail. So, the thing that was, the Lord told him in the beginning, he said, don't waste your time praying for these people.
Right.
Ain't that something?
That is.
And just like Isaiah, look how many years he preached him. And he was told nobody was going to come. Even though the Lord had him lay out there and naked on his side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad the Lord ain't never asked it.
Yeah.
He wanted to make sure he got the people's attention.
Yeah.
Somebody got a blanket.
Well, I'm looking for Brent and Julie.
Oh, okay.
They were over here.
I don't know who Brent and Julie are.
Yep. Yep. Nice weather.
Yeah. It'll start to get cool when that sun goes down.
Yeah, I can already tell it's going to get a little bit
A
cooler.
little bit of a breeze. I wish John hadn't left. It's going on 8 o'clock already. Oh.
It's wild. Yeah, I wish John would have at least come here. He could have drove
Yeah, I
home
know.
today or something, or tomorrow morning he could have just drove home. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
He has his reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe he probably.
I was surprised he drove 2 hours out here. Was only out here for about 2 hours and then had to drive 2
I
hours.
know. I was too.
Wow.
He probably
Back
was.
already?
I bet he just didn't want to sleep in his car or something, or get a hotel or.
Yeah, because he never slept in his car.
Yeah, it's always
He
got
always
a
had
hotel.
a hotel.
Yeah.
He could have got a room for one night and then just got up next morning and head home.
Yeah.
Stop, get breakfast and go home.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have been nice. I got to see him a couple times. I got to see him April 30th. We went to the Capitol.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Ohio
in,
Capitol.
in Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, by the time I heard about it, it was too late.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard about it in the
So
first.
there ain't no way I can go.
Yeah. I remembered it a couple days before, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. And I went there and ended up meeting some people. So.
I hate this phone. Come on. Oh, seriously, come on.
So, you always be the best dad to them that you can be, and I know that God's going to bring peace my way. Okay, brother? Thank you so much. You're welcome. It's so great to talk with you. Always.
I hate getting old.
Yeah. I know, right?
I'm just glad the Lord's coming.
Yeah.
I'll be here much longer. There's a powerful speech that Henry Kissinger gave in Alliance, France in 1991. He said, today Americans would be outraged if UN troops were to march into Los Angeles to restore order. He said, tomorrow they would be grateful. He said, especially if there was a danger, a fear of something beyond them that they don't know. He said the one thing that man's fear is the unknown.
Yeah.
And he says whether it be real or promulgated. In other words, promulgated is like preached or promoted, like through the media and stuff like that, like this COVID thing. And he says, then the American people will willingly relinquish their rights for their well-being by the world government.
Yeah, and that's what's happening, and people are demanding it. People are demanding to have their rights taken in the name of whatever it is they're being told.
I am so sorry. I have been on that conversation since I think the minute I got off the phone with you or texted you or something. That was one of our truck drivers, and I couldn't. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I saw you on the phone.
For 3 days,
I said,
so.
okay. She's talking.
Yep. No, I was
And
trying to
half
reach
hour
him.
later, I walked by. She's still talking.
Same conversation.
It's
very
okay.
important
It's all right.
conversation.
I took a picture of you with your feet hanging out the window.
Yo, you see?
Yeah, I got some pictures. I got some real good pictures of you waving the flag when we were leaving.
This morning?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was sitting there, I was watching him pull out, and you're over there waving the flag and talking to the people. I took like 5 or 6 shots sitting in my van. And then, how did you get on top of your van?
Hey, Bruce. Hi, Marcus. How?
When I was going down the interstate, because I went ahead and took off with them, and I thought you were just going to get up and just do your, take pictures, drive by and say, oh, she's over there. So I'm going to go ahead and head out.
Yep.
I'm driving by and I'm waving. You're on top
Yes,
of your van, waving this flag in the rain. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I was also praying a lot because it was very slippery on top of my van.
Well,
Thankfully, I have the luggage racks, so I was able to.
Oh, okay.
to
Now,
be a
see,
little more
years
secure.
ago when I first traveled and preached, I got on my Ford Explorer Sport. I was preaching at an air show in Dayton. Everybody coming out to their cars out in the middle of the field.
Oh no.
When the air show was over, and I'm on top of mine, but I'm having to stand on the 2 rounded edges because it would have collapsed, and I'm up there just preaching my guts over the bullhorn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna come back out. I have to make one more phone call. Are you?
I sent you a text.
Oh, sorry.
You ain't, that's all right.
I haven't read anything.
Well, all it said was, whenever you get off the phone, let me know.
Sorry. Yeah, Marlena, hold on just a second.
I said, we can go get something to eat. So go ahead.
I'm hoping I might not have to take rain check, but I'll make sure. Yes, sir.
Another rain check.
Well, you got a couple more days to go try.
Yeah. I'll go somewhere and eat. If I have to go eat by myself, though, don't.
Right.
I ain't gonna be McDonald's.
Right.
You're making me tired doing that running.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I tried to eat enough earlier that to hold me over.
If I'd have ate a whole foot long, I'd have been fine.
Right.
I'm already hungry. So I'll go somewhere not too far away. And she's gonna make another phone call. I know telling her when she'll be off that phone.
Yeah.
And I know that there's some good restaurants around outside of Hagerstown.
Yeah.
Because me and Rose went to Mission Barbecue up there, and also there was another restaurant we went to on the last night before she was leaving for California. There's some good restaurant. Oh, that's right. There's a really good Mexican. Oh, yeah. There's a good Mexican restaurant there too. Pete the plumber took me there.
Nice.
Remember Pete? Well, that's right. He was only there for like 7 or 8 days.
Maybe if I saw him.
Nice guy, nice. Well, I'll show you a picture.
Nice.
Oh, wrong one. That's Google Maps. I don't need that. But I was over at his house.
I don't think I ran into you guys. Almost look like brothers.
Yeah, we just happen to have the same colors. That's what that was. But let's see. What else? You might be recognizing better there.
Oh man, it looks familiar. I remember that tent.
Really nice guy.
Heck, I might be.
There's John McCain.
So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm in the background somewhere.
No, I don't think you're in there.
I remember that tent. I remember eating a couple of meals, a couple of nights there.
Yeah. Actually, in my mind, I kept thinking, man, Pete reminded me of somebody. You know, I just couldn't put my finger on it. And about a week ago, I watched an old Western. I had watched it a while called Open Range with Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall. Real good Western. And so, but he looked like Kevin Costner because he had the same type of beard, mustache goatee. I said, that's why I kept, in my mind, I kept thinking he reminded me of somebody.
That's funny.
North Carolina.
Yeah, it's gonna cool.
Really hard to sleep tonight with all these bright lights from this place.
Yeah, I just cover my eyes up with a t-shirt. I've learned that throughout the years. Oh, there she goes. She's running. You see her?
Oh, no, that's why I pointed. I think she was trying to catch something out.
There she goes. What's she doing?
Run!
He's going to film it, whatever it is. So a mission. He's like, yeah, nah.
What in the world? Didn't see her run off, but she can still run.
Yeah.
Run more than I can. Staying at a motel or something.
Maybe so. It sure does.
Got a lot of empty spaces.
I bet every couple stops or so, people will reach their time that they're ready for a hotel. I'm sure.
Yeah.
If it were me, I'd space it out like that.
I'm gonna try hanging out till Wednesday.
Yep.
Because Wednesday, then I'll probably leave.
Yep. Same here. I'm gonna make the most out of tomorrow, and then I'll have to get back probably by tomorrow night, and then I got to work Wednesday, and then I could get up early Thursday and get to Hagerstown by like noon if I wanted to stay.
Where the hell am I going to stay?
I don't know. That's the thing, and nobody, it could be a big thing happening this weekend, and it could be another 3 weeks, or you know what I mean? It's like, how do you know? I think tomorrow's going to be interesting because supposedly there's some people already at Hagerstown waiting.
It'll be hard for me to leave and come back all the way down there.
Yeah.
My roommate is moving out, and I got the money to take care of the cats.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
I can get family to check in on them and stuff, but I just feel like leaving pets like that.
Yeah.
You know? And, I wonder if somebody breed on it. It'd be different if I had somebody staying in the house while I'm gone. But the last time I tried to get a relative to do that, she didn't do it. I said, doggone. I was hoping that she would. Oh, that's right. They got a restaurant in there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, Country Pride.
Ah.
Oh, shoot, I may just wind up getting something in there. I don't know.
Right.
Oh. So by the time she lets me know, I'll just eat and I'll be able to crash then.
Yeah.
It's already Monday, so tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
I got 2 more days. I'll just try not to work up a sweat.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep that well last night.
I didn't either.
Oh, wow. And I even stayed up too late.
I know. Yep. Same here.
I did not sleep well.
Yep. Hopefully, I should crash pretty good tonight. Yep.
Yeah, the word's already gotten out to other people about the convoy from at Hagerstown.
Really?
I saw them texting each other. They're going, where? What?
Yeah, I wonder how many locals will pop in from there. Tomorrow, maybe even. Tonight or tomorrow. Because people like to get there the first season. You might as well just take the rain check.
Yeah. Well, she hadn't even made the phone call yet.
She was on the phone.
Oh, was she?
And then, yeah, right before she was running. But who knows? Now she's on the phone again. On the phone again. Oh, wow. Hiding over there, isn't it? Right up there is the building.
Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. Okay.
Wow. Shoot, that's a good place for breakfast, too.
Yeah.
I don't know how early they're rolling
that's why I
out.
went to breakfast yesterday morning when I got out of church.
Ah,
Whenever it is.
nice. Well, yeah, man. Right.
Hungry feel.
Yeah.
trying to ask, but they hung up on me, so I couldn't get a real answer. That's why I'm driving back there, so I can actually get a real answer. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Sorry, that was bad. And that's even on the live stream.
Mods, we need a piglet raid on Tommy Temper.
Wait, what?
Somebody says, Angela says, Mods, we need a piglet raid on Tommy Temper. Mudpig is in the chat.
Oh shoot! And okay, everybody, hold on. Hey, can we raid Mudpig?
Yeah.
Let's raid Mudpig. Can one of my mods grab his live stream and let's raid Mudpig?
Is Mudpig on right now?
I don't know.
Now they said raid Tommy Temper.
Oh, raid Tommy Temper. Oh, okay.
Oh, Mudpig's in Tommy Temper's chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So put piglets in Tommy Temper's chat.
No, well, I'm gonna put rain clouds and umbrellas in.
All right.
So we're gonna make it rain on the piglets, right? We're gonna create a mud pit for the mud pigs to play in. That's what we do, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're creating a mud pit for the mud pigs to play in, and let freedom reign, baby. That's REIGN. All right. So can one of y'all pick Tommy Temper's live stream out from YouTube and put it in my chat for me? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna grab my other phone and I'm gonna pin that. All right, so everybody, 1, 2, 3, go. Put rain clouds, umbrellas, hearts, American flags, statues of liberty in Tommy Temper's chat. Let's go. Let's blow them up.
Yep.
Fry is not restreaming right now, so let's make Tommy Temper really happy by showing some love over there. So, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yep.
Everyone go to Tommy Temper's. I'm gonna grab my other phone. I'm gonna pin that to the top of the chat.
Yep. Put some piglets in there for Mudpig. Yeah, let's do this. Thank you, Angela, for the tip. For the raid tip.
Okay, so I'm getting ready to go to Tommy Temper's chat right now. Go raid Tommy Temper. Show him some love. Alright. So Pin, let's go. I'm gonna actually click that myself and I'm gonna go straight over there and I'm gonna put umbrellas, rain clouds, statues of liberty, hearts, American flags, Canadian flags. Okay, here we go, baby.
And this is you? No.
Love from
I'm
Alex.
just saying, it's funny because I'm a certified YouTuber fan. Are you ready?
All right, let's create a mud pit for the mud pigs to play in. Let's go. I'm even gonna add a couple piglets. Hey Tommy. Hey, I see you up on the stream, bro. I hope you're doing well. Everybody sub to Tommy Temper. Get him some love. All right. Tommy's been at it. He's been working hard. He deserves the love. So head over there. 1, 2, 3, go. Go. Put those umbrellas. Let's get it.
Do it.
Okay. So look, hold on. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, I got the piglets in the front. Piglets are leading the pack. All right.
YouTube certified.
Wait.
That boy got his certification right there.
I got my certification, buddy.
Yeah, he's official.
Wait, hold on. I got one too.
Oh.
I mean, I'm almost halfway winning.
Left for the rain, baby. REIGN. Let's go. All right, so we're rating Tommy Temper right now. Shout out to the mechanic Eric there for coming in with a little bit of vibes. We got Mud Pig is not live, but we see piglets in the chat. All right, we're rating Tommy Temper right now. Oh my gosh, we are making it rain on the piglets right now. Oh my gosh.
Got a lot of mud.
Look at this chat. Y'all are going hype in there. That's awesome. We're rating Tommy Temper right now. You know what? Put some French fries in there too, because shout out to Fry TV. And then we're gonna we're gonna blow the crap out of this. Hold on. All right, we got some French fries in with the raid. All right, shout out to Fry. I remember when Fry shouted out to Tommy Temper and was like, hey, everybody needs to go follow Tommy Temper, because if there's a time where I get striked and I'm not restreaming, you know, y'all need an outlet to go to know what's going on, right? So Tommy Temper, you know, coming up as the assistant pitcher in the ball game here. All right, it's his turn to hit the mound and really get those strikes out of here, you know. I don't know how it kind of applies. I don't know. I was trying to put a play in words there, but we're rating Tommy Temper's chat. So go show him some love. Put some rain clouds, umbrellas, Statues of Liberty. Put some French fries, some piglets, some bacon. What's your emojis, Kevin?
I don't know. I don't have. I gotta think of one. I gotta get. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with something.
How about a cross?
All right, bet.
How about a cross? Put some crosses in there for Kevin, because he is a very religious person. If you didn't know, now you do. And yeah, let's show Tommy Temper some love. All right?
Yeah.
Get in there. Get in
That's
there
right,
somewhere,
guys.
baby. Let's go.
Get in there, chat. Thank you, Angela, for the brilliant idea.
We got so many raids in here, dude. Hey, listen. This is cool. Look at his chat. I know if you guys are in there, hold on, I'm gonna go to the bottom. There's piglets, there's rain clouds, American flags, there's more hearts and rain clouds and piglets and French fries and woofs and pigs and rain clouds and French fries, and oh my gosh, it's amazing to see it. You know? Oh my gosh, it's just going. Let's go a little faster, okay? Let's go a little faster. Goodness gracious. Look at that. Oh my gosh, we made it rain.
Drop the
Tommy.
raid bomb,
Oh my
dude.
gosh, look at that, dude. Oh my gosh, there's so much. There is so much. It just keeps going and going and going.
Here we've got.
Can they even see that on my chat?
Yeah, you had a pretty decent angle on it.
Okay. There we go. All right, so it's just we made it rain. Tommy Temper's chat, y'all. Hey. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to Tommy Temper, y'all. All right. Look, we got to support this man. All right. He's been putting in work. All right. When people clock in and they put in work, they got to get paid. All right. And it's free to pay him with your love. Okay. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button.
Yeah, man.
Share that stream. What's up, guys? How you doing?
My Oreo.
Yeah.
There you go.
You finishing up?
With we're rating Tommy Temper right now, but I can mute it and turn it over there.
I want to ask you something.
Okay, hold on. All right, guys. Hey, while I'm busy, I'm gonna have a conversation. Go over to Tommy Temper's
Alright, guys. It just started downpouring. Wow, that's a wild story, Roy. chat. I'm signing off for the night. Thank you guys for coming along. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, everyone else. Love you guys. We'll catch you soon.